So he says here in this verse, he says Agnihotra Adi. So what does Adi means, etc. So what is that Adi refers to? It says it refers to Darsha, Purnamasa, Pashu and Soma. So Pashu Yaga and Sutta Soma Yaga. So Soma Yaga was also popular, where you make Som juice. So Bhagavad Gita, Travidya Soma Paputa Papa and Devishva Sargatim Prarthayante. So you drink the Soma and go to heaven. So these are the ones which are described here. So now he further continues. Etad dishtam pravrittakhyam. So he says this is what is called pravritta on this. And hutam prahutam evacha. There are more huta and prahuta. That refers to Vasvanar and Bali, offerings to other living beings. And Purtam, Sura, Laya, Rama, Kupa, Jivyadi, Lakshmi. Then there is called Purta, doing welfare to others. And Suralaya, so building temple, making gardens, digging wells, supplying water for drinking to people. So these types of things, they are also part of pravritta. Hutam Vasudevam. So the word Hutam refers to Vasudeva. Vasudeva and Bali, these are also part of Yagyas. Prahutam Bali Haranam Etat Sarvam Ishtam Ukshate Ajivim Prapate. So all this is called Ishta. So there is Ishta and Purta, part of Pravritta. So Purta refers to welfare activities, like Suralaya, building temple, planting trees, supplying water, or making arrangement for water, making places for animals to drink water. So Bali Vasudeva, that is giving food to animals, dogs, birds. Food. So in the temples also they have, right? For the place where you put food there, and birds, anything can come out. So it is also for the devas. So basically giving food, water, etc. So this is all part of pravritta, what he is describing.
What is Ishtam?
It's a name, technical name. It's like you have the word yajna, ishta and purta. So these activities, Bali, Vasudeva, these are called ishta. So these are common words of Smriti Shastra. If you read Smriti, then Ishtapurta is a very common word. So it refers to Purta mainly refers to welfare activities for others, and Ishta is more for gods and Bali Vasudeva. So you do the puja, do the yajna, and then you offer to other deities, and also to the living beings. So that is called Bali Vasudeva or Vasudeva Bali. Bali means offering, but this is not an offering like pouring into the fire. It's actually giving to birds, etc. So this is called Ishta and then Purta. Then next verse he describes the process that how does this actually elevate you. Because by doing this yajna you go to heaven. So how does this thing actually carry you to heaven? Because you are doing something into the fire. You make fire, you make an offering. So how does that take you to heaven? So that is described in the next verse. He says, Dravya sukshma vipakasya dhumo ratri rapakshaya ainam dakshina somo darsha oshadhi virudha. So he says that when you offer this into the fire, then it turns into something sukshma, subtle, sukshma vipakas. And then that turns into dhuma, and then night, and apakshaya means the paksha, fortnight, and from there ayana, 6 months, and dakshina, then you go to the moon, and darsha ashadhi virudha. So these are the things which carry you. So therefore he says that pravrittena karmana aroha avrohabhyam avritti prakaramah dravyeti. So he says that earlier he said that if you follow the path of pravritti, then you go to heaven and from you come down from there. So he said this verse and the upcoming verse that describe how you go up and then how do you come down from there. The whole process. How you are elevated to heaven. From there you come back. So that is being described. Soma paryantam arohane sopanani darshayati. So he is showing the various steps how you go to the Soma, to the moon region. So where is that moon region? Whether the one which we see or somewhere, but that is a heavenly planet. So this is the process. Pratmam dravyasya charu purodashade sukshmo vipaka parinama. So he says that when you do the yajna, swarga kama yajet. So you do yajna and you use charu and purodash. These are offerings which are made with grains like rice, vrihi, soyava, barley. So there is a whole process how to do that. It is described in the Brahmana Grantha. So when you make the offering, then this first turns into a very subtle substance by the power of yajna and mantra. And that becomes the cause for you to get a subtle body. Dehantararambhaka. Yena parishakto gacchati. So by the power of that, that is that which will carry you. Because all this creates adrushta, some kind of piety. Doing this yajna, it creates what you call adrushta, or some kind of karma in a subtle way. So this is some substance and you cling to that and that will carry you. Yaiva shrutau apashabdena ukta tam prathamam prapnoti. So he says that in the Shruti, this is described by the word apa, as he quotes Chandogya Upanishad. If you read Chandogya Upanishad or Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and there is a description given of this Dakshina and Anuttrayana, this the path of brightness and path of darkness. So he quotes it from there. Ihatu panchamyam ahuta vapaha purusha vachaso bhavanti. So there are 5 offerings. So he says that the panchamyam ahutav, the 5th ahuti offering, apaha purusha vachaso bhavanti. So that is what he calls as apa, the subtle thing. Apa literally means water. Dravyam usma vipakaschaiti pathe. So he says in some books, instead of dravya sukshma vipakascha, there is a reading as dravyam ushma vipakascha. So he says that if you take that, then dravya shabdena tejo matra shabdoktani indriyani. So then he says that the dravya, then it means the senses which are taijasa, because the senses are made from taijasa. If you know Sankhya, and in Sankhya it says that from ahankara in sattva you get the mind, and ahankara in rajas you get the indriya. So those are the taijasa. So these are tejo matra shabda. Matra is also word for senses. Matra sparshastu konteya sitoshna sukha dukkhada. So uktani indriyani. So then it says the word refers to the senses. And ushma vapaka shabdena hridyagra pradyota. So he says that the word usma literally means heat. That refers to vipaka. Hridyagra pradyota tadacha satkarma sadhanani indriyani prathamam prapnoti. So he says therefore by performing these satkarma, these pious activities described in the Vedas, the first thing he gets is the senses. And tato niryana kale hridyagra pradyotam prapnoti. And then at the time of death, he gets hridyagra pradyot. I don't know what is that. Literally it means something related with the heart. So that's probably what carries the subtle body. And tato dhumam. And from there he goes to the smoke. And smoke here does not refer to the gross smoke, but there is a deity, there is a deva related with smoke. So then he is carried to that. Tathacha shruti yaimas tejo matra samabhyadadano hridyamevanu chankramati. So he says there is a statement from Brihad Upanishad where it says that tejo matra, again tejo matra means the senses. Then taking them, he gets the hridaya, the heart. Tatha chaiti tasyam dvetasya hridayasya agram pradyotate teinaiva atma nishkramati. So this is also from Brihad Upanishad. So he says that in front of the heart, then something shines. That's what he was calling an hridyagra pradyota. And that is what pulls out the Atma, the self, from the body, along with the senses. Iti dhumadi sabdais tattat abhimaninyo devata uchyanta. So this word dhuma, and then ratri, night, all these refer to the presiding deities. There are devas related to them. So he moves from one to the next to the next. So these deities, they carry him from one to another. Tato dhumabhimanino devatam prapnoti. So then he attains the deva, the god, who is the presiding deity of smoke. Tato ratriyabhimaninim ityevam. Then he goes to the presiding deity of night. Apakshaya Krishna Paksha. Then he goes to the presiding deity of the dark fortnight. And Somaha Chandraloka. And then from there he goes to the moon. Dhumadav ativahik devatabhi somam lokam prapito bhogan bhunte. So these devatas, these devas, deva of smoke, deva of night, deva of fortnight, they are called ativahik devatas, means they are like the carriers. They are the one which carry the soul, and ultimately he is carried to the moon.
So when does this happen? During Yajna itself?
No, when it's time for you to die. When you are doing yajna for your whole life, then you are accumulating this power. And then at the time of death, then it will become active. So then your Atma is carried. So that's how you end up in heaven. Just like how do you end up in hell, that was described at the end of 6th canto, no 5th canto. There was a description how the Yamdutas come. So this is a different process, because when the Atma leaves the body, there are different destinations according to the karma of the person. It's not same for everybody. So if somebody goes to Vaikuntha, there is a different process. Somebody goes to heaven, different process. Somebody goes to hell, different process. Yogi is another one, Kram Mukti. So then he goes there and then he enjoys. He is received nicely. All arrangements are made. He has nice quarters to live. Then feels happy there. Tatra bhukta bhogasya tasya avroha prakaramaha darshayati. And then how does he come back from there? That is also described in this verse. And then coming back is that darsha aushadhi virudha. So you have darsha, which is the fortnight deity. You come to that, and then you come to the aushadha, you come to the rain, the cloud. From the cloud you come down on earth, and you go into the grains. From there somebody eats you, you go inside. From there you enter into the womb. So this is the process. So therefore Chandra Kshayavatya Amavasya Bhogadeya Kshayo Lakshita. So Darsha is the day when there is no moon. So he said just like because there is no moon, so it also signifies that the person's body, you have a type of body in heaven, that body comes to an end. Then you come down. Tato vrishti adi dvarena aushadhi vividhadi. So then through the rain, you come into the grain. And from there, come again, take birth.
It goes only to grains, no fruits.
No, it says virudhadi. Also plants, leaves. So some cow is eating grass. Also enter there.
This is also only for the souls who are coming from heaven.
Yeah. So we stop here.
I have a question about how this metal, which is offered in the yajna, to the power of Mahatmas, becomes this type of substance, which is sattva, which accumulates. So this is very kind of interesting. Well, what kind of substance it is and where it accumulates and transforms when it
Accumulates in you. It's your karma.
It's like punya.
Yeah. That's why it comes.
So then we are really bound to.
Yeah, it is also bondage. Therefore, Jains, they say that karma is like a substance. What is that? There is a word for that. You remember? The Jains actually say that the karma is a substance. Yes, there is a word for that.
In Polish, karma is food.
So it sticks to the Atma.
That's a substance. So the Vedas are preparing oneself to log out from Facebook.
Hmm?
The Vedas are preparing oneself or teaching how to log out from Facebook. So what's the purpose? Like, everyone should leave their bodies, and if everyone would follow the Vedas correctly in the intelligent way, that would be the last generation to live.
Yes. More people coming. There's no end to people. It is last for you. Alright.